Hey guys, it's Lavals here, coming at you all today with a deck profile of my Frognarch build that I wound up playing at our double win-a-box tournament at my locals. Um, I wound up getting 8th place, so I got 6 packs, and unfortunately I pulled kinda poop. I pulled C96 and Labradorite Dragon. So, I mean, the deck performed fairly well, but I was a little bit disappointed with what I pulled, though I guess the placement is all that really matters to me by the end of the day. So, yeah, I want to play Frognarch pretty much because of the fact that I felt that if Frognarchs don't have a good matchup, they have a neutral matchup against like any deck. However, I was proven wrong in the instance of Lavals apparently, because Lavals apparently just like to curb stomp me. And I will be posting down my matchup history in the description, so I don't really make this video too long. But without further ado, let's go and get started on the deck list, and then I will explain things after I run through it. So, start off with we run the one Obelisk, two Chagodias, the one Lad, one Gores, two Vanity's Fiend, triple Caius, however you say it, one Ryza, one Dark Dust Spirit, three Swap Frog, two Maxi, one Roan-Tone, two Dupe Frog, two Treeborn Frog, yes, one ulti, one rare, hashtag first world problems, two Veilers, and the three Battle Faders. Along with the other attack I want to bring one Scarecrow, spells, one Dark Hole, one Book of Moon, one Fool's Burial, two MSTs, three enemy controllers, three soul exchanges, and the only trap of Treacherous Trap Hole. And then, yeah, token power. I like my tokens. Okay, so pretty much to run through the monsters of why I chose what I did. Obelisk, I feel like I'm going to be dropping this really soon because I am not liking this card anymore. Like, the idea behind this was for the Dragon Ruler matchup, and I couldn't even drop this in that matchup. Like, I never dropped this card all day. Granted, it was never dead, but it wasn't really ever like a clumpy card. Aside from like one matchup where the dude had zombie rolled on me, so it didn't matter anyways. But this thing was honestly just really annoying for me. I'm not sure how I feel about Obelisk anymore. I probably feel like I'm going to be cutting this. Lad. Well, actually, I know you have any comments about Lad, I think about it. I never drew it. Alright, this is actually a card I want to talk about. Vanity's Fiend. This card, so good this format. Oh my god. It forces, the opponent has to make a play to get rid of this, meaning they can't really bother getting rid of like other big pushes that you have. So they have to waste their resources on Vanity's Fiend. This card honestly was single-handedly probably the MVP of the day. The four Monarchs, I honestly feel like I'm going to be bumping this Monarch lineup up a little bit, because honestly there were points where I wanted to rank 6 so badly but could not make it, just because I had so few actual monsters to overlay with. Dark Dust, never dropped it. Only 2 Maxi, just because I didn't feel like, well, yeah, I was afraid of the Dragon Ruler matchup, I didn't feel like I'd be seeing a ton of it, because since this is more my Tokal, or not my Tokal, wow, Tokals, locals plus a few other people, and we had some people come out from around the state to our tournament just to try and get the double box. I felt like there might be some dragons, so I went with safe with the 2. Honestly, it was a really good call. I sided these out most of the day, believe it or not. They really weren't that amazing to me. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't drop them or anything, but I don't know if I'd really go to 3. Um, what's it here? Only 2 Treeborn just because I feel like 3 is clumpy. Veil is a hand trap, so I need it. Alright, this is actually a card I can talk about. Scarecrow. Simply put, I just wanted a little bit more defense, and Scarecrow put in work. It really was an additionally helpful card. I really loved the Scarecrow, and I don't think I would ever cut it. Or if I do cut it, then I don't know, it could probably be for like another frog or something, but I don't know. I do like the Scarecrow though. Foolish Burial. This is something that people told me, like, that, oh, you need to be playing Foolish, you need to be playing Foolish. Foolish is so, like, staple in this deck. And honestly, I feel like Foolish was so 50-50, I never needed it when I drew it. And there was never a point where I really wanted it. Like, I don't know if I, like, I feel like I might drop it for a third dupe, because I felt like the third dupe would have been more useful. But, honestly, Foolish wasn't that bad. Yeah, 3 Econ because it's so good, 3 Soul Exchange because it's so good, only 1 trap. And yeah, it's pretty much it for the main deck, so let's go on to the extra. Extra, I ran 1 Formula, 1 Mistbird, 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Slacker, 1 Dark Mist, 1 Gachi Gachi, 1 Herald of Pure Light, 1 Digesto Phoenix, 1 Exabeetle, 1 Goblin Launcher, 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, 1 Constellar Ptolemy 7, and 1 Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger. And because I know some people will ask, why did I not run Armored Kappa? Simply put, I did not own one during this tournament or before it. I only got one during the final, like, last couple of rounds. So that kind of sucked for me. So if I were to honestly have gone back and be able to play this Armored Kappa, I definitely would have dropped the Mistbird. Because honestly, there were points in... Oh, that's a little close. There were points in this game, like in a lot of my rounds, where Armored Kappa could have made my games a lot easier, and I felt like I could have even done better if I had the Kappa. Side was 1 Puppet Plant, 2 Electric Virus, 2 Kaiku, 2 Jinzo, 2 The End of Anubis, 1 Creature Swap, 1 Burial from a Different Dimension, 2 Debunk, and 2 Breakthrough Skill. Puppet Plant was for the Prophecy matchup, and I felt like there might be at least one person playing it, because there typically always is. Double Virus was for the Dragon matchup, but I said this in a lot, like this is probably my most cited card. Kaiku, I honestly never really use it for the banishing effect, but just because of like the Iron Wall effect. That's all I ever found myself doing with it, and it wound up doing pretty well. I don't know if I'd keep it or not, but I did like it. Double Jinzo. I don't like your back row. That's all I'm gonna say. I might actually move this on the main. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Jinzo could be a main deck card. Double the End of Anubis because I don't like this. Is the thing is honestly like one of my other MVPs of the day. This card's apparently like my Thunder King Ryo of this deck, and for people who know, Thunder King is apparently like a card that absolutely loves me. But Double the End of Anubis, this thing is so good. Like I love this card. It's pretty much a soul drain, more or less. And it's like it does things that I was just amazed at how well it performed today. So I was really glad about it. Creature Swap did a lot of work. Burial, I sided it in once, but I never needed it. It was for like my Evilswarm matchup, and I thought he would be siding in D-Fissure and Macro, but he sided in Zombie Worlds instead, so I was boned there. The Double Debunk, never drew him. Well, I drew him, but they got MST'd, but they were still cards I'd play. Double Breakthrough Skill is just because Morphic Negation is always a good idea for Rogue or whatever. And, honestly, like, I feel like I maybe just, like, put a little bit more background distraction, because I, like, maybe actually added the Mobius to the extra, but I'd probably drop the Burial. But, yeah, that is pretty much the, Frognarch deck that I wound up playing for this double Winnabox. I'll be posting another build of this once Legacy of the Valiant comes out, and I do have other decks I want to profile out of my personal collection. Like, I really want to profile my favorite deck of all time. I still have yet to do that, but that's because I need double economy for that. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I've really got, and I hope this deck is of somewhat use to you guys, and I will talk to you all later. So, bye-bye.